114 of the Client by Client podcast. We'll get started here in a little less than 50 seconds. Today, over in Apple Podcasts and Spotify, I offer a little bit of clarity, a little maybe evolution on my view of what I mean when I say one offer in your online business. If you want to understand a little bit more of the nuance, a little bit more of the thinking, a little bit more behind the kimono, go and check out today's episode, available at pod.link/clients or by searching my name or Client by Client in Spotify or Apple Podcasts or your favorite podcast player. Today, I want to talk about the difference between hobby and business as an online coach. Let's hop in and let's get this thing started. For all of my current clients, past clients, friends, family, haters, all of them, looky-loos, drop me some emojis in the chat wherever you're catching this and whenever you're catching this. If it's your first time here, drop me a number one. It's been awesome getting to chat with a few of you guys who are new to the show and are new to me and are just discovering the show. So let's hop in and let's get this going. Hey, what's up? Jeremy here from whatupjeremy.com, back with another episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in. On yesterday's episode of the podcast, we talk about a major upgrade, specifically upgrading your major number one asset. So if you want to understand what your number one asset is, because here's what it isn't. It isn't your website. It isn't your offer. It isn't your technology. It isn't your social presence. It isn't some software, some sort of thing you can tack onto your online business. It's not what you are thinking. So if you want to understand what needs to be upgraded, what we're going to be majorly upgrading, be sure to backtrack one episode so you can understand what you can upgrade and what needs to be upgraded immediately so that your online business goes further, faster, so that you help more people and make the kind of money in life that you are desiring. Here in today's episode, I want to talk about the difference between quote unquote hobby and quote unquote business as an online coach and as an online business owner. So let's get started and let's get into it here together. The first difference between hobby and business is your level of commitment, is how dedicated are you on a day-to-day basis to doing the things that you may not love doing in order to run your business. When you are ramping up from start to 15K, even from start to 30K, you are wearing every hat in your online business. You are under the majority of times, you're the CEO and the janitor, proverbially. So that means that you have a lot of tasks and a lot of spinning plates, which means that you have to narrow down and make decisions with where your time is going to go. And if you are not in that mode of deciding where your time is going to go, that might show your level of commitment. If you are only doing the things that you enjoy in your quote unquote business, then you might just have a hobby. And I can look into your task manager, not the application on Windows. I'm talking about whatever you're using for productivity, whether you're using Asana or Trello or Basecamp or whatever you might be using, or even just like reminders app on your iPhone would be a major step forward for a lot of coaches listening to this right now. I can understand what your level of commitment is, and I can tell how deeply you are entrenched in the day-to-day of your online business. So thing number one, and the difference between hobby and business, is your level of commitment. Is it just something that you're doing in your spare time, or when you're ramping up, is this something that you're doing all of the time and thinking about all of the time? Difference number one between hobby and business is your level of commitment. Second, this is a two-parter. Part number one is that you have a vision. You have a vision for where your business is going to take you in your life. You have a vision for where you want your business to be 3 years, 5 years, 10, 20 years down the road. And you also have a vision for the kind of people that you serve, the kind of people that you impact. And you know the story and the journey they are on and the life that they are desiring to have with your help. You have a vision and maybe even a scoreboard for the results that you are producing as an online coach and as an online business owner. You're worried about and concerned with case studies and the impact that you are making on not just your clients, but on your prospects and on the people that are viewing your content. Because the fact of the matter is this, my coach told me this and it's always stuck with me, is that your marketing will make far more of an impact than your coaching ever will. Fewer people make it all the way into your funnel, all the way down to actually paying for your help. Way more people will come across your content organically or come across your content in some method of discovery. Therefore, your content will reach more people top of funnel than your coaching ever will. And so you're pouring into creating really good content. And so you have a vision for not only yourself and not only for your business and not only for your clients, but every prospect and every human being that your marketing and your business and your presence comes across. First part is you have a vision and it far exceeds just you and your online business. The next part of this, part B of this point here, of point number 2, you have a vision and you have a roadmap. Not only are you dreaming about what you want to do, who you want to help, how you plan on helping them, what they do with that help, and all of those things that we just talked about with your vision, but you have a plan. You have a document that talks about maybe your ethics and your morals as an online business owner and as an online coach, and about what your business stands for. And you have a plan for how you plan to execute that and actually bring that to life. When I was working at Apple back in the day, something that always stuck with me was we had a credo and we had a credo card. And I took this thing seriously. When I say I drank the Kool-Aid, I mean I was drowning in it to the point that I didn't know the Kool-Aid from the rest of the world anymore. And we had this little card and it had what we did as a business, what we did as a store, what our customers mean to us, what our internal customers meant to us. And I lived and breathed that thing. And so this is worth creating in your own online business and for yourself as a human being, is having a not only a plan and a roadmap for what you're going to do 3 months, 6 months, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years, but also having a what is the operating system of that and what's the operating system of you and your online business. So second, you have a vision and you have a roadmap. You not only have this dream for what you would like for things to be like, you have a step-by-step plan that if it goes right, will get you to there, an educated guess, and your mind is already on what tasks need to be done in the weeds of things in order to get your vision to where you want to be, in order to get the rocket from the ground through the atmosphere, so to say. Third, business is your plan A, and your plan A is your only option. The current iteration of your online business may not be the thing that takes you to where you want to be. However, your online business is the only plan and it's the only thing that you are focused on, and you have essentially burned the bridges. And maybe right now you are still in your day job. That's totally cool. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have a hobby versus a business. You might already be in business mode. You might be doing what you need to do in order to follow through on your commitments to yourself and to your family and your financial obligations, and I have the utmost respect for that. So please do not misconstrue my words. However, you might be in a zone already where you've made the decision and the incision, because decision comes from the word incision, to cut away, not to cut into, but to cut away the things that are not going to serve this future version of yourself. So that might mean that you may have lowered your commitment at your place of work, at your occupation, or you may have already mentally checked out is not the word, but have already made the decision that this is a means to an end, not your big opportunity that you're banking on, that your business is the thing and what you're doing from 5 to 9 versus what you're doing from 9 to 5. So this might mean that you're still in your job, or that might mean that you have already put in your notice or you've already left and you are doing the right things in the right order, because I'm not advocating for you to leave your job before it's too soon. For a few of you, that is the right advice, but for the overwhelming majority of people, you have commitments and obligations and family and things that you need to follow through on, and you should follow through on those things most definitely. However, there is a time and place, and when you do the right things in the right order, when you follow what we talk about here on this show, and you follow the trainings and methods we have over for you in the free Facebook group and the Leverage Coach community, and you follow what we do every single day here in Leverage Coach and get clients, you're going to have the right path to focus on the right things. So third is plan A is the only option. You have already burned the boats, or you're in the process of burning the boats so that you don't have any other option, and you're not looking at other things that are distracting you from plan A of being the best online coach that you can be, of creating a business that impacts a lot of people. Fourth, lastly, if there has been an insight or you have gotten an aha moment to this point in the show, screenshot wherever you're listening to this, wherever you're catching this episode, share it to your story, tag me at @whatifjeremy. I'd love to return the favor, and it would mean a lot for you to pay it forward. We don't run ads to grow this show. This grows just by you sharing and by you getting insights and this being meaningful and helpful in your online business, and you thinking that, hey, I would love to share this with other folks. So whether that's you sharing it with just one person or you sharing it to your story, that would mean the world. And so if you got an insight, be sure to screenshot, tag it in your story, or tell a friend about the show. Lastly, thing number 4, you are not focused on the vanity metrics. You are not focused on or getting down on how many social media followers you have. You are not getting down on or focusing in on how much content you're producing versus not. And what you are focused on is on the right metrics. You are focused on making one really good offer that helps one specific kind of person to hit one goal. You are focused on having one method of getting discovered with one method of converting them from a prospect to a client. You are focused for a minimum of 1 year of bringing that thing to life with all you got, for a minimum of 1 hour a day of doing warm outreach to people who are responding to your social media. You see, you do not need thousands of followers to succeed as an online coach. You do not need thousands of clients or hundreds of clients to succeed as an online coach and to get to 15K. You need 3 to 5 clients with a product priced between 3 to 5K. And when you get this right and you get the money math of your online business right, you realize that you don't need so many followers. You realize you don't need to be cranking out so much perfect looking content on every platform and being everywhere. So you're focused in on the right things and not focused on how many likes a post has got or how many views your last TikTok got or how many subscribers you have on YouTube. Those things are things that you can track, sure, but they are not indicators of your success. Your indicators of success are how many people are responding to your messages, how many people are booking a call with you, how many people have signed up to be a client, and how many people are getting results through your service as an online coach. And the more you focus on serving the human being that's in front of you, the human being that's on the other side of the DM, the human beings that are following you, maybe discovering you on social media, or that you are putting yourself in front of to be discovered by, now you're focusing more on the right things. To make this abundantly clear, you should be focused on revenue and success stories. And then underneath that, what drives that? That's booked calls and people who have committed to your program and who have signed up to then join your coaching program as well. Underneath that are a lot of different metrics that you can track. But if you focus on those things and you track and manage and measure those things grow. And what you end up realizing is that you don't need a lot of content. You don't need to be famous or viral on social media. You need the right eyeballs on you to understand that you have an offer that's clear enough that they know that you can help them, and for you to be inviting them to the next step, to maybe join your group, but more importantly, to book a call with you so that you can learn more about them, and maybe you can share about how you might be able to help them depending on where they're at and what their goals are and what their vision is for their life or for their business or for their health or their relationships or whatever it is you help coach people on. In the next episode of Client by Client, I want to talk about doubling down on organic marketing. I want to talk more about that last point we just talked about, point number 4, about not focusing on vanity metrics, but what to do to make a bigger impact in your online business through organic marketing. So be sure to come back for episode 115 on how to double down on organic marketing. Whenever you are ready, here are 3 ways I can help you grow your online business. First, download your free copy of GetBookedCRM. Coaches, are you still managing your leads and pipeline from Instagram DM, Facebook Messenger, and your email inbox, where you're losing leads in the cracks and leaving a lot of money on the table every single month? That's why I created GetBookedCRM. What started out as a free way for me to manage my pipeline and turn prospects into clients has quickly become a favorite tool of my private students and many members in the Leverage Coach community. Get leads and turn them into clients in half the time and get it while it's still free. Download your free copy by finding me on Instagram and sending me the letters CRM. Second, join my free group for online coaches. I've got hundreds of coaches from all over the world, all implementing my methods and tactics for starting and growing an online business. Get access to them, access to me, and access to free trainings and resources to help you get clients every single month. For your free invitation now, just find me over on Instagram and send me the word group. Lastly, become my next success story. I'm looking for a couple coaches to get together this next month to implement my methods and frameworks for injecting a minimum of 15K worth of new clients or doubling your online client roster base over the next 30, 60, 90 days. But working with the right people is super important to me. So this is only for you if you are a relationship-focused coach who always puts the human ahead of the money. You've been coaching for at least 6 months to a year. You'd like to get 3 to 5 clients organically from social media without wasting money and time on paid ads. You have at least 300 friends on a social platform, Facebook group, or email list. You are willing to take bold action because you know that your success depends upon it. And last but most importantly, you can keep a secret. If that's you, I want you to grab your phone right now, tap that Instagram app icon, search at What Up Jeremy, give me a follow, and binge on some content while you're there. And when you're ready, I want for you to message me the words case study. When you do that, I'll ask you a couple questions about your online business, about your vision for the next 12 months. Then I'll share with you what we have coming up this month in the Get Clients program, how we're already helping students from all over the world to implement my methods for getting leads daily and clients every single week. And then we'll identify what part of the program will likely make the biggest impact on your business the soonest. That way you know what to expect. For all the details now, just find me over on Instagram at WhatUpJeremy and send me the words case study. That's it for this episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in the next one. Cheers. All right, if you made it all the way through to the end, drop me a cookie emoji because that's what I'm craving right now. And let me know your weekend plans. What do you have coming up? What's on your radar? Let me know how Follow-Up Friday went, or if you'd like some tips for following up. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.